Hello, hello. I don't like my class being cold, oh. There's a difference between home and house, right? I want to believe you all understand, or should I break it further? All right. So the vision is to make home ownership dream a reality. A home is somewhere you actually come and you feel fulfilled. Huh? No, a home. It can A house can be as fine as possible. It can be as big as possible. If you enter the place and you are not relaxed, if you enter into the place and in the next you are thinking, will EFCC not enter any moment from now to bundle me out? Will police not come any moment to bundle you? That's not a home. It's rather a house. No matter how luxurious it can look. You understand? But in this business, we are making home ownership. That is, you will build your own house and you feel at home in your house. No fear of EFCC is coming, no fear of police is coming because you are doing a legitimate business and the money is flowing. Say the money is flowing. Awesome. Our mission to discover affordable lands in fast developing areas and make this known to you and also show how you can make money to buy land and build your own home. And that is what we're doing right now. Every other people you see seated there, they already have an insight of this, and that's why they equally join at that point. So that's why we are also here today. What we do, we discover affordable lands in fast developing areas. Fast developing areas in Lagos, we'll be talking about Ekpe and several others, right? So when we actually get these lands, we make it known. What makes each and every one of us different and distinct is the information we have, right? The information Dangote had several years ago made him think outside the box and say, see, I'm going to build a refinery, right? And now it's making its money. The information the people who betted Coca-Cola had several years ago, they had to get information on what and what to mix that will give them that refreshing taste, right? They were able to get an information on what and what to mix that will give them that refreshing taste that you call Fanta. And they put it all together. They put them all together. And you can now see, thank you. So they put all of those mixtures together, and that's why we have it all in that small container you call Coke or Fanta, and you are all paying money for it. If you have that information, if I know what I'll mix together to form that mixture, I'm not going to buy from them, right? Are you going to buy? Will you buy? You will not buy. You rather mix it yourself, right? Because it's going to be cheaper. And that is why I'm saying information is what makes each and every one of us different. So now that information is what we actually do. We don't just offer lands for people to buy. We have specific information, life transforming information on fast developing areas. And we make it known to you, and you make it known to what? To them. Is that not awesome? So that means you are the people getting the first-hand information. Okay. Now, our core values. Our core values, we use the acronym ARISE. Number one is accountability. Now, let me say this. Aside the P1 business of a team, if you can actually imbibe these characteristics, this value system into the way you live your life, it will be practically impossible for you not to be successful. You can quote me anywhere that I said this. If you can imbibe all of this into the way you live your daily life, it will be practically impossible for you not to be what? Successful. Number one is accountability. Someone say accountability.
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 To be accountable, that means you don't just live your life or do the things you do because you feel like doing them. You are purposeful in the way you do things that you do. And you equally what? Take records. So that means you don't just ask because you feel, you just ask because you feel like acting, but rather you are purposeful in your what action. That is what accountability is all about. Number two is responsibility. Here, we don't just train individuals, we train responsible individuals and responsible business what owners who don't just act for their own self, but rather act and also with the interest of others. So we treat what responsible individual. If all of the old Nigerians are actually responsible, life will be much more better than the way it is today, right? If out there we have responsible individuals working on the streets, making money will even be much more easy because you will not need to convince somebody that is not a fraud. Because you don't need to convince anybody that you will not be scammed. Because responsible individuals will not what do that. Number three is integrity. Someone say integrity.
Yeah.
Say you need to live your life to the point where people will say, see, because you are the one saying this, I have no doubts. Let others be able to make that statement and say, okay, you see, the reason why I'm actually doing this is because Mr. So said it to me. I am saying I believe it is yes because Mr. A said it is yes. That's integrity. Integrity is what people will say whether you are there or what not. Most importantly, when you are not even there. So let our life reflect what? Integrity. Integrity. People don't patronize organizations. They don't patronize what businesses. They patronize what individuals. So you as a person, if your life, if you lack this attribute, integrity, people will not be able to trust you with their finances, right? So even if the business is actually lucrative, even if the business is what is safe, even if the business is what real and genuine, if you do not have integrity, if you lack integrity, they will take the whole business as though it is what? It is what? It is fake. Because the individual was lack what? Integrity. Number four is what? Service. So one thing we do is either you are offering a service or you are selling an item. To make money, it's either you are what? Offering what? A service or you are what? Selling what? A product or an item. So we do both. One of the most important thing is what? Service. Learn to actually a service. So service delivery is key, and we equally prioritize that in this place because of our time. The next we have is what? Excellence. You see, P1 telling what we do here is what? We pioneer what? We pioneer what? We pioneer what? Don't be like the regular guy. Say to yourself, don't say to your neighbor, don't be like the regular guy.
Don't be like a
The regular guy they are comfortable with, let me just get what to eat, right? And I don't think there's anybody here who is like that. Because if you are comfortable with is there anybody who have not eaten anything this morning? Okay, probably you are fasting. No. No, me, I know my P1, I know my P1 people. You see that they are fasting. Maybe they are fasting, that's why they have not eaten. But what I'm trying to say is this. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's just a deliberate, it's not as if there is nothing to eat. That's my point. You understand? That's why I say probably you are what? Fasting. So now, this is where I'm going. The regular guy is just out there to like, they are comfortable with, just like the area boy, let me use the word, just like the thugs out there. They are out there ready to do all of those naughty things, ready to what? Commit all the atrocities just to get what to eat, and they are okay. If they have something going through their mouth and they have something to smoke, they are what? Okay for the day. But we are different. Because we are not living for the what? Moments. Right? Awesome. Okay, I've said this before. P1 is the first real estate network marketing company in the whole wide world. All right? Okay, now, The P1 group, I know driving just along this road, you will have seen P1, 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 you see P1 this, P1 that, P1. I know even the number of P1 branches you've seen along the road is even more than the total number of branches of the banks that you have on the road. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah.
That's because the business is what doing.
Man.
Say the business is doing what?
Man.
Say the business is doing what? All right. So we don't want just the business to do well. You too, you must do. All right. So we have several other affiliates. This is just a little number out of what we have. We have not less than 66 already. And we are not just in Nigeria. We are in Ghana. We are in Rwanda. We are in the United States of America. Somebody jam those things together. All right. How we operate. Now, I've been mentioned all of this. We've talked about several things, and I know somebody right in your mind, you're just like, see, this talk, I don't dissatisfied already. Let's go into the business. How we take the do and how will I quickly make this money, right? I know such is going on in your mind. So let's go straight into what we do, how we operate, and how we make this home ownership dream a reality for you. And okay, we introduce, okay, let's just go straight. Okay, now. Here is where we are going. Say here is where we are going. And we are here now. Okay, now. This man in blue suit is the man who actually talked to you about this business. So what you are expected to do, just as he has spoken to you, I know he has mentioned that to several others, not less than 5, or less even assume they are 5. So now, you as the person he referred is advisable and much more beneficial to you to equally invite 5 other people who will do the same thing as you have done, who will equally invite another 5. And with that, you begin to grow tentacles like trees. And as you grow, you also earn. So let's look straight into how we get to earn. The P1 business model, okay? Okay, now. We have different cadre or category of membership as a P1 business owner. The first is the associate PBO. It's no longer 5,000 naira, right? It is how much, please? It is how much, please? Is it 5,000? Okay, okay. Awesome. Awesome. It's no longer 1,060, but rather 5,000. Yes, that's 1,060. So that means anybody registering now will be ranged for what? 5,000 naira. So now the next cadre is the gold PBO, which is 55,000 naira. We have the classic gold PBO, which is 75,000 naira, and so on and so forth. But now, listen, for each of this category, they have their benefits. If there is no special benefit to all of this, I would rather just do this, right? Yes or no now? Yes. Leave all these people. I'm talking to you now. Let's go. If there's no special benefit to register for this, why will I waste this amount? I will have just, this 50K, I'll just keep it and do this one now. No be so. So now, we look into those benefits. Why should I do this instead of this? Or why should I go here instead of this? You who have registered, I advise you step further and move here so you get more benefits. Let's go straight into 12 ways you can earn as a PBO. Number 1 is direct recruitment bonus. Someone said direct recruitment bonus. So now, I know the question going through your mind will be, what is recruitment, sir? Recruitment is what we just previously explained in the previous slide, where we have those 3. This is what recruitment is all about. This is the person who invited you and several other people, but let's say 4, minimum of 4. And this 4 making 5 people also invited their own individual 5, making this number. All of your 3, you are not less than how many? How many do we have here? 5 times 5, we have 25, right? 30, and making the person making what? 36. Awesome. You understand? So with these tentacles, when these people register, there is a certain percentage that the person who invited them also gets. So you get to see them as we proceed further. And all of this advantage or this referral bonus varies from category to category. And that's why I say you don't just stop at the first stage, but rather you want progress. Each and every one of us wants to progress and move further in what we do, right? So if you started with the first KEDA, it's advisable you would step further so you can make more money. All right. So now we have referral bonus and it ranges between 10,000 naira to 16,000 naira. You can say the reason why it's between the ranges because it depends on the what KEDA you what register for. You understand? So if you just doing the first KEDA, you should know that certainly you can't be any 16,000 naira. All right. So now you have the renewal bonus. It is expected that each year, whatever category you Huh? Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say each kid that depends on whatever he gets. So now you have renewal bonus of 8,000 naira to 16,000. Okay, that will equally determine that. Number two, you have the direct sales commission of between 10% to what 15%. So now if you're on the first KEDA, which is the one of the associate PBO KEDA, the only percentage you are due for is just 10% of the sales you actually make. And also, if somebody under you somebody who register under you make a sales, you are not going to get anything for that, except you move further. And I advise you step what? Yeah, you are in between. You make more. You get it? All right. Yeah. Okay. I just finished explaining this. I said the indirect sales commission. So the indirect sales commission is between 1% to 15% to 5%. So it depends on the KEDA where you are and the link, whether you are the first indirect or you are on the second level of the indirect. So we equally do what we call buy to sell, but currently for our own affiliate, we don't do buy to sell any longer, but rather at the group level. So buy to sell is when individuals, they don't want to buy land at that point in time, but rather they want to invest their money. So in bank, there's something we call fixed deposit, right? So now these individuals can actually have that money. They kind of invest it into a landed property, and certain percentage will be paid back after the what? After the period. So they can actually do 6 months, 12 months, which is a year, or 18 months, which is 1.5. Yes. So that's land banking. So that's what we call buy to sell. So when you do this, the individual gets, I think it's 7.5 because it's at the group level. So you get 7.5%. So that is at the group level. Yeah. So we have the indirect buy to sell. So now the person who, if you do buy to sell now, and you get this percent, the person who referred you will also get something because you make that sales. So the person is getting, instead of this, I think is 1%. It's 2.5. All right. Awesome. Okay, now we have what we call center recruitment bonus. Each of this, when you have a group like this and people get to register under that particular center, there's a particular bonus that comes to them. So also when you grow to start to the manager level and you have, okay, you will see that tree later on, sorry. When you go to the manager level and you have several people under you and you have not less than about 36 people you are due for your manager level, we can equally, and you have people, you can actually, yes, that's about 36 with you, 35 including you, making 36. So you can actually be eligible for having a center. Am I still on the line? So when you have your center, you can actually benefit from the center recruitment bonus. All right, now we have the center sales bonus. So equally, if you have a center and you make sales from there, you are due for that as well. Okay. We will get to this level. Okay, don't worry. Probably it's because of the eyes. It's because of the way I'm looking at it. Because I'm not saying you are just this level of registrar. I see you grew to the what manager level, right? Hello, am I being prophetic now, or I am being factual? I don't see you are just registering at this level. I see you growing in the business. All right.
Because I'm saying 31 now, you say 36.
Okay, sorry. Oh, that's 31. You're correct. Yeah. I don't have it. Individual. All right. So we have several others, and like I said, don't let us waste much time on this. Let's just focus on the main. The 13th way is what the founder's bonus. So I'm going to take us through some certain slides, and while I'm trying to round up, we have some other senior colleagues ahead in the house. They equally share their experience of registering and how they grow to whatever stage they are currently. Okay, we have the founders bonus, which is just 1% of the total sales made in the whole year for not less than 5 affiliates. So, is it 5? Yeah. All right. Okay, now we have what we call PV. Your PV, which is your point value, is the currency of Pwan business. So now, when you register, a certain PV will be allocated to you depending on the KEDA you register for, or you register, the KEDA you register for. All right, and each PV is valued 12 naira. So whenever you become a PV or you earn a PV, every time you make your monthly home subscription payments, or when you do your renewal, you earn PVs. Every time you recruit a PBO under you, you earn PVs. Every time a PBO under your network recruits or subscribe to his or her home ownership plan as well, you also earn what? PVs. So there is also PV for that. There's PV for that. Okay, now benefits of being a PBO. What are the benefits? Even before going into this, I know you have seen several benefits, but so let me ask you, what do you think are the benefits of being a PBO? From what we talked so far now, what do you think are the benefits before we even go further? All right.
The benefit from being a business owner is you have the opportunity to recruit.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to recruit, also to pass out value and also to network.
Awesome. Awesome.
There's an opportunity for you to make free money.
To make, hey, I like that word. I like that word, free. Free money. Okay, very good. I like that. But I like that. Well, anyway, but before you make that free money, you need to work. And that's why I'm going to relate it to the farming. There's something unique, and the way those very little seed, the way they transform into a very big tree is one mystery nobody can perfectly explain. The way little seeds, the way they transform into big trees is one mystery nobody can perfectly explain. We cannot perfectly explain, but nevertheless, we can actually predict and make it happen. How? Number one, you plant the seed. Planting the seed means today after you don't just leave this place without what? Registering. Ensure you what? Register. When? Now. Today. So when you plant the seed, you don't just stay there. For you to make that seed to just transform and turn to a very big tree, you need to what? Water it. Water it means you take deliberate and conscious what? Efforts. You won't just leave this place after having all of this information and keep it to yourself. You talk to several others who will also what? Join you in the business with the mentorship of your what? Of the person who invited you. You invite them as well. You get them to hear of the same idea and business opportunity, and they grow just as you grow. So why they equally do the same as they are growing, you are equally what's growing. And we get to that place where we actually teach you leadership and how you can build your team. Okay, now one of the part of the benefit is you earn PVs, and which is the currency of the P1 business ownership program. And number two is every point value that are called is translated to cash, and 50% of that cash is paid into your home ownership account, and 50% is paid back into your what bank account. So I told you, like from the onset, one of the core thing, one of the most paramount thing we want to achieve in P1 is to ensure that you all have what a home to your own what self, not just making money. Money go finish, right? But when you have the money, you have a home to yourself, you can actually see what pass it on to what generations to what to come, and that is what we call wealth, not money. Anything you can pass on to the what next generation is what wealth. All right. Number three is what you choose the location of your house and land. So when you have the certain PV that guarantees you to access the what house or land that you desire, you can actually pick your location. The locations, they will give you several location, list of location on where that you can actually take the building or the land from. And you have that liberty to what select. You understand? So that liberty, imagine it's just like somebody give me an open check and tell you to what write any amount. Is that not sweet? Awesome, right? Okay, now number four, you can choose to pay monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. So one of the things that we enjoy in this business is that flexibility. You can see how flexible it is for you to actually pay into your what home ownership account, which you can actually do monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. And number five is the sweet part also. You can win brand new cars. Tell your neighbor, if he be you. I like the way she personalized it, if he be me. So now, so it's not, don't just say if it be me. Ensure, be deliberate about it to ensure that it is you. And that's why she didn't say if it be me, na me. Someone say na me. Because me say would see my sha. All right. So now you can actually win a what brand new cars. All right. You can qualify for all expense paid trip abroad. So these are several things. You can have international travels. You see, we not just the talker. Permit me to speak pidgin. We not just the talker. We the what do one. We be what talk and do. So now this is what picture of a Dubai trip, all expense paid, sponsored by what P1. So you can see all of these people. It's not just this is just a little number out of all the people who were there, but let's even assume these are the only people that traveled. And you have this number. How many do you have here? All of them enter plane. They no go Abidjan. No be Cotonou they go. They travel go Dubai, lodge for hotel. They no do fasting though. Na shop they shop for there. All expense paid. Interesting, right? All right. This is also part of the Dubai trip. You can see superstars, people who you see here and there, and several others, all expense paid. I will keep hammering that word because that word is sweet me. All expense. All right. This was a Ghana trip. We have all of these people. It's not about just being Ghana. Staying in Ghana, no be being so. So Ghana, all expense paid trip as well. Because one of the things we always enjoy here is even if you're traveling, wherever you're traveling to, you are not going to be lodged in any hotel. Even when we do our programs here in Nigeria, we don't do the smalls. Tell your neighbor we don't do the smalls. No, we don't do smalls here. Or we do the what 5-star hotels, right? Where everyone is what comfortable and what enjoy what quality service. So even if you are outside Nigeria, wherever you be lodged, you always enjoy what that comfort. You always enjoy the money. You'll be properly treated, and you know. So that's part of what we do. We travel here a lot. Okay. This also an extra from a travel to Egypt. So if you haven't traveled out, imagine this is a Dubai trip. And if you count the total number of people you have here, like I say, shoot, now shatter the whole plane. And you have all of these people traveled to Dubai in the year 2022. All expense paid. Then no borrow house still. Lodged in an hotel. 5-star hotel. All expense paid. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, now, Eagle Summit 2023. This is Rwanda. So, for those who like tourism, you can see you've seen people go to Ghana, Egypt, Rwanda. Come on. You know what? You know one thing, it will help these people. Even if they decide to travel to any other location of their choices, right? On their traveling documents, you have it all recorded that they've been to so-so country, they've been to so-so country and this. And since there is no traces of them being there, committing any atrocities or any need for them to be deported, it is a special consideration for them.
Yes.
I don't know if you get this. So even if they want to travel there, they will just like, okay, this person has been to about 5 countries, right? And there was no issues there. Let's admit him. It's going to make the process much more easier. So traveling helps a lot, and it's also what refreshing on you as a person. So this is Eagle Summit 2023 Rwanda. All expense. All right. We talk about luxury vehicles and cars. You can see several of them. This is the MD Pwan stars and the wife. This is Ambassador Ogbefi. This is All right. I was saying something sometimes back. I say there's something for those who do design, graphics design, there's something we call magic wand, right? My guy at the top. Magic wand, right? All right. And you know what magic wand is it's just going to transform things to something entirely or different. And that's what P1 business does to you as an individual. It transforms you to something entirely new and beautiful. Now, I know this woman very well, but I didn't know at this time. It is the new one that I get to know. So when I look at this picture and I see 2017, okay, 2017, okay, that's not that far, right? It's not that far, right? And I see the transformation, I'm like, wow. You might not really appreciate what I'm talking about because you actually, probably you are yet to even see her now. But if I actually bring before and after, you understand what I'm talking about. And you see what P1 business does to an individual. She's not using this car. I don't even know where this car is now. Maybe they have dashed this out to someone else because she's using something far, far much better. And now, you see, our skin will even tell you, don't worry, the skin will do the talking because she is far, far much more better now. All right? Okay, now. So you can see all of these people, if you see them now, they are all looking far, far much better. And that's what P1 business does to you as an individual. It transforms you. The person that's why I said something. Even the person who invited you, you know the person for some time, right? When you know the person like that time, right? And now, is there no changes? There's no changes. If there's no changes, you know come here. All right? And the person is not yet there, right? Because the person is going somewhere. So you can see cars here and there, cars here and there. Sure. My own is coming soon, Sha. You can see. All right. Okay, now we talk about performance bonus during the slide. So you can see these people collecting performance bonus. This is just 1% of the total sales they make in a year. And you can see somebody collecting up to 3.5, man. Mine is coming. And there is just 1% of the total sales they made in a whole year. And you can see they didn't say, Kai, this money too much. Maybe you don't collect incentive, you don't collect commission. Kai, leave this one. They still give it to them. They still give it to them. So any business that that actually appreciates your efforts is not something you joke with. It's something you hold with all prestige and confidence. It's something you give your total what? Energy. All right. Sometimes back, I made mention of something. I say, one thing the P1 business does to you is what? Transformation. All right.
Yeah, madam.
Do you know this person standing here? Don't worry. I want you to take your time. Look at the face very well. Look at the face very well. You've seen the face? Have you seen the face? Or should I wait more so you capture the face? Someone like me, I have a magnetic brain. If I've seen you 10 years ago, if I see you in the next 20 years, I will know it's you. The only problem I will have is I'll be thinking, where do I know this face from? Where? And I will still eventually still remember. So look at this face very well. Maybe after the class later, you tell me if you've now seen this face again or not. You might not see the face again anyway, because the transformation is going to be wowing, right? All right. That face is still as beautiful as you're saying, but much more beautiful, you know. And that's what P1 business does to you as an individual. Okay. So after all of this talking, okay, you can see what I was previously explaining. Recruit 5 PBOs and you be recognized as an assistant manager and you earn that particular amount there. Develop 5 assistant manager, that is, then you enjoy that. Develop 5 managers, you'll be recognized as a senior manager and receive a senior manager. As a senior manager, then you what? Earn that particular amount there. Develop. I don't want to take much time with this, but the most important thing is what I've talked about. And the germane and the most important part is what? Register when? Register when? Tomorrow, next tomorrow, next month, when? Awesome. Jam those things together for yourself. All right. So now I'm going to give an open mic for just 2 minutes. We have seniors, my garden in the business. They are all seated here. They would like to share an hint and kind of an encouragement to you. I told you what we do here, we don't just come here and gather, we are families. We know ourselves. We call ourselves, we talk. Even when we gather, that's why I see us flow well, because we are what? Big families. And in families, what we do is what? We communicate, we share ideas, right? So I'm going to keep an open mic and you hear from them. Any word of encouragement?
You are all welcome. You are all welcome to this great family. If you want business, what to know is trade. That is the most important thing. We cannot know it all once, but the more you come, the more you understand. And what, just like what our MD said, he said, what you don't know, you cannot sell. So you have to know about this business very well. You go for training. I've been here for about 2 years now, more than 2 years. I think attend training, no matter the topic. I like it because what we hear today, the more you understand. If you go tomorrow, there's something that you know hear the last time you went. Let's do it today. So I encourage you to always go for training. That is the secret. It gives you that confidence because when you are talking, when I came, I was like, how to able talk, convince somebody. But the more I was coming for training, the more I know to know what to say. What you don't have, you cannot give it out. So always come for training. That is what I would just have to tell you. Training is key.
Awesome. What you don't have, you cannot what? Awesome.
PBOs.
Wherever you are.
PBOs.
Wherever you are.
First timer. Then when you get up today, tell the person that invited you, thank you.
There's one woman, Madam, what's her name now?
That's fine.
She always say, even if it's a pen, buy and give to the
Okay.
person.
Yes.
So you shouldn't live here without registry, at least with 5,000. There's room for upgrade. Who wants to register today? At least with 5,000. When you come next week, you get a gift from me. Nobody is raising hand.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay, no problem. Whether you're registering now or later, but before this.
You ready?
So if you register with 5,000,
We're
you
live.
can upgrade to this one. When you are upgrading, you're not paying the 5,000, you just pay the difference. It's like that, like that, like that. But you must register. To enjoy this business, you must key in with your money. So many people register with 2.1, they are not doing anything because they have money. But me, I registered with 52,650. I'm almost 2 years now and still pushing. If you did not put your money inside, you will not value it. So put your money, even as a student, even if she's not making money now, be registering people, be registering people. Before you know, you start making money. Because when you register with 55, let's say 55, the company will say, thank you for bringing in another person with 10,000 naira. And if you do that every month, register like 5 people, you'll be earning 50,000 every month. Give it a try. Thank you very much.
As a center.
So when you are registering, when you go online, when the person send you the link, you see when they ask you center, you say P1 sterling. This is P1 sterling. Before I forget, please, let me just say this. When you carry this flyer, everything you need to tell your clients is inside here. Read it like a book. The landmark, the location is inside. Don't just give it. By the time you give it to somebody now, you just say, sir, we are selling land. Where is this land? No. When you pick it, read it. Look at it very well. Look at the location. Ask your question before you leave the office today. Don't just go and give flyer out. So, sometimes when you give to people, by the time they call you, you will not know what to say because you don't even have the flyer with you to be able to answer them. Some people don't even know that the question they are asking, the answers are inside the flyers. Please do well to read your flyers like you read your book. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. There's also what we call subscription form. So you also get that and also read what we have on the subscription form so you understand very well. But at least understand what is in that flyer you are giving out first. Also, you see, when she was talking, they made mention of you being coming and coming and coming, right? I didn't tell you. She comes all the way from the mainland every Monday, and she's always here. And funny enough, she gets here before most of the people here. Please jam those things together for her. Wow. Wow. She has been doing this business for almost 2 years or more than 2 years. But she's still coming. But she made mention of something, and that's what I want you to hold. You might be hearing, even the Bible says, faith comes by what? Hearing and what? Hearing that is continuous, right? The word that you need to hear to transform your business, the word that you need to hear to make you make that million, it might actually be in a class that you even know a lot about that they will say it. You might say, okay, tomorrow we're talking about documentation. And you say, Mr. Emma don't take us documentation now. We know it very, very well. In fact, even if you wake me in the middle of the night, I can explain everything about documentation. But just like, okay, let me come. Coming that day, you might get to hear something entirely new. Even if it's not going to be new, it might just be that one word that you need to transform the way you think or the way you do business. And that's why we're here. And that's why they keep coming as well. And also, as we come, the energy around. There's something we call force, right? The energy around also stimulates. There's a word they say, God they bless your neighbor. It means say God they your neighborhood. If God they bless your neighbor, it means say God they your neighborhood. So now, if you come here and see, he sold about not less than 2 plots this last week, right? You hear another testimony. That means say God is about to bless you. It's an energy. All right? We're good, right? Is there any other person who want to share something with the new, maybe it was Mr. Frank? All right? Sir? All right, we're good. Okay. You want to say something? Okay.
You,
The sign.
what I want to say is this.
Yes.
I think as you are coming here today, you'll be collecting money. So if you think when you just come, you just be packing the money. What you are looking for is not that kind of money. Talking about billions and thousands here. You are coming every day for training to learn. You are not paying any money. It's free. Put that one in your back of your mind that what you are hearing of is bigger than what you are seeing now. Because on stage, you come and say, oh, today I don't have transport. How can I do it? If I go, they'll not even give me any money. Don't put that one in your mind. Put your mind in what you are going to get in return. It's very important.
Put your mind in what you are
Because
going to
if
get.
you focus on this, not those small change that you are looking for, you will not get to the top. But if you focus on the bigger one, the small one, look at them and move, you will get to the top. It's what I have to add.
Awesome. Focus on the what? Bigger picture.
Concerning that, what you will get. Most people think when you invite them, you are doing them favor. There's somebody we happen to be in another real estate company before joining the payroll. And one day he said, it's like you have. I say, yes. I said that. I said, as you, he said, no, was like complain. I said, okay. Where do you stay? He said that was that. I said, we actually have office there. Just opposite Canaan and Winners. I said, you can go there. The next thing tell me that you have not to go for this transport. You have not to go, you are in the altar. In fact, I knocked him off. You understand? I don't waste my time. So you expect me to give you transport. You are in altar. To go to that same place that will benefit you. You know, if you are waiting for your success line or person that invited your upline to pay for your transport, it will not work. It's what you want that will push you. You know what you are saying. In fact, I push my upline more than she pushed me. You understand? I'm going out there, I let go so people bless me. I'm pushing her. No, she's asking quite all right, but you see that I'm even pushing her. I'm not waiting for her. I'm even suggesting let's go to so let's be here, you understand? So that is it. If you are waiting for your upline to register me, I've never to register payment to register anybody. Because they will not value it. If their money is there, they will work hard. But if their money is not there, you discover that it doesn't really bother. You understand? But I believe use your money to register and pay the price to where you are going. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. I believe we've heard a lot today, and we cannot completely exhaust all what we need to share or all what we would love to share with you. But I want to believe you've heard one or two words that will actually push you further to forge ahead in this business. So keep to those words. God bless you. And keep coming as well, like we've been encouraged to do. All right. Let's go straight into what we have for today. Okay, now, the topic before us is unlocking the power of social media for real estate business. Tell your neighbor, unlocking the power of social media for real estate business. Oh, it's even on the screen. Awesome. So you can see this, we learn so many things here, life transforming things. You get to hear information that are unique. Yeah. These are trainings that people pay for, but you're getting here all for free. Is that not awesome? Is that not awesome? All right. Okay, now I'm going to be inviting to the podium no other person, but are able, double capacity. Permit me to use the word. Our Jim media personnel is one and only. No. Let me take my time to introduce my Oga very well. It's my Oga at the top. There's no other person but Mr. Destiny. Please jam those cents together if those cents are not paining you.
Thank you.
Wait. I say make una jam those cents together if the ends are not paining you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. I want to welcome everyone to our second session. I need a pointer, please. My name is once again Mr. Destiny Upeli. I would say by the grace of God, I'm the media manager of Pwan Sterling, and hope you will enjoy this session. Very important topic. All right, I'll do my best. The topic we have right here is unlocking the power of social media for real estate. Now, if you look here, you will see I said introductory. Social media is something, it's simple, but it's wide. You can't just get it one day. It requires consistency and practice. If you are good at using your phone, then this is for you. All right, so we are going to take it one after the other. Before we continue, if you have any question, you can submit the question right on your phone while we are going on, so that at the end of the day, we can just have access to all the questions and answer them. Oh, well, you write it. If you don't have data, you write it on a piece of paper while we'll continue. The reason for this is that when a seminar is going on and you obstruct it, the flow. Yeah. Okay. After the training, yeah, that's all we do. All right. So for every slide, the link will also be pasted. So anywhere in our training, you will also have access to that questions. All right, let's jump into it. Struggling is one thing that we find in the use of internet. Struggling to stand out from the crowd of social media. Now, in real estate, just like in any other profession, social media is a gold mine. I had a discussion with someone and the person was like, this social media thing, there are a lot of fraud, there's a lot of fakeness and everything. True. Likewise, our real life. We go to parties, everybody gather together. A lot of people come there to portray what they are not in the physical. So in as much as you have fake life in the virtual world or in social media, you also have it in the physical. So that is not a problem. So many people struggle with social media. How do we've talked about being a PBO, investments. We've had trainings where we are taught how to. I remember the first time I came here, I attended a training where MD was talking about rebranding yourself, right? I remember that, rebranding yourself. Now, she made mention of a lot of things. One of the things that I remember vividly was your appearance physically. When you appear before people, how do they see you? What first impression do you create? In the social media world, or in the virtual world, or the internet world, people don't see you physically most of the time. People only know you by your picture. People only know you by the content in your page or on your profile. So the question now is, how do you stand out from the crowd? When people are browsing the internet and they see your profile, do they notice you, or do they just, one of those people and pass by? When they see you post a property, do they say, what these people say? Or do they like pause and watch your video? Or are they captivated by the picture you are posting and they want to read more? So, like I said, this is an introductory. So now we're going to start by the basics, which is what is social media. Some of us know what social media is, but I'm going to read it out. Social media are online platforms that connect people and enable them to share information and ideas. It's like the digital town where people can create communities, share content, and interact with each other. On the text there, can you notice the bullets, the words I outlined? The first one is what? Online what? Platforms. Now, online, take note of it. It means it's not physical. Platform is like church. You go to church, the physical platform. Here is a platform. But online platform means people gather together, but they are not physically together. That's what social media is. Now, this online platform enables them to connect and it enables them to share. We have physical flyers, right? When you come in or you are going out now, you will have physical flyers you give to people. Is it not so? But you can also share those those flyers virtually, that is without contact, without physical contact. You can send it to someone in London. Personally, you can put it on your profile, your status. That is online platform sharing. Now, it's like a digital town where it's like a digital town square where people can create communities, share content, and interact with each other. Now, another keyword, interact. So, online platform, connect, share, interact. That is what social media is all about. So let's just have that at the back of our mind. Now, how do we master social media for real estate success? Now, 3 things I outlined here. Number 1, for you to be able to master social media, to use it as a business, as a P1 business owner, you must be able to navigate the social media landscape. That is, you must be able to have a basic understanding of what social media is all about. You might not be able to know all the platforms, or you might not be able to use all the platforms, but you must be able to at least know that there is what we call Facebook. There's what we call Twitter, which is now X. That there is what we call LinkedIn. How many of us know LinkedIn? You see, LinkedIn is not that popular. You see now? But it's very important for real estate. You must know Instagram, which all of us know, of course. Now, I'm just going through the logos there. The next one is Google Plus and others. Now, we also know about TikTok, right? So you must be able to navigate and you must be able to craft your brand identity. Now, identity is not just physical. Identity can also be virtual. There is a lot when it comes to your online identity, your online brand. There is a lot. You must be able to develop a winning content strategy. Now, I was saying in the beginning that when someone is browsing through, going through reels, 1, 2, 3, there are some reels that you don't think twice, you just pass. They don't. But there are some reels you play and you are watching them, they are repeating. The video will repeat almost 20 times and you have not left the place. Why? Because the video is so interesting. What makes a video interesting depends on a lot of things. Like I said, this is an introductory, so we're going to be going into that much later. So we now know, so here, these are the three things you must have at the back of your mind. You must be able to know all the social medias, platforms. Basically, we're going to go into that. You must be able to graft your identity. Then you must be able to look at content. Now, what are the ideal platforms for real estate? I mentioned LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not that popular, but for real estate, we have 4 basic platforms. There are a lot of them, but these 4 are key when it comes to real estate. We are going to go into a summary of each and every one of them to know why. The first one is Facebook, which all of us know about. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, and we have what? LinkedIn. Now, I want to ask a quick question. See, Facebook and Instagram, are they together?
Yes.
Yes.
They can be connected together, right? Okay. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, are they together?
Yes.
Wow. I love this class. So most of us have an entry behavior about it. So you see, how many of us know about Facebook business app?
Business use.
Hmm?
Business use.
No, Meta, but the app on the phone. You know, all of us have Facebook in our phone, right?
Yeah.
How many of us have Facebook page manager? How many of us have business? Business, all right, you have. So you see, these things are what makes you unique, and having knowledge of how these things work. That's what we're going to do. We may not be able to cover all of them today, but like I said, this sitting is just introductory. So these are the 4 basic, or let me say, ideal platforms for real estate. Facebook fosters community vibes by creating local groups for residents, potential buyers. Facebook share local insights. With Facebook, you can generate leads. These are the 3 major things that you can do with Facebook. With Facebook, you can create a community. In Facebook, there is a concept called grouping. We can create a community by creating a group. Facebook has page manager, where you can advertise and promote a brand. Facebook started with profiling, where you can just, somewhere you can interact with others, communicate, share pictures, gossip, and all that. But Facebook went further to begin to create the business aspect by introducing what we call the page manager or the professional profiling. So,
That's page, right?
yeah,
Page.
Facebook page, yes. Facebook has 2 areas. You have the profile and you have the page. A lot of people create the profile and begin to use the profile to promote a business, change the name of the profile to a business name, but it is actually wrong because the profile has limitations. It's not built for business. I'm just throwing it. Now, profile have followers, friends. Page has followers and likes. The followers and likes in page is practically unlimited. But for profile, it is limited. There's a number of friends you can get. So you see, there are a lot of things you cannot do on profile that you can do on page because page is built for business. So now Facebook fosters community. Instagram, on the other hand, leverages on visuals. Let me explain. Instagram is all about pictures and videos, basically. Now, if you are viewing Instagram posts, the text that is attributed to any video or picture is not visible. They will just show you a few letters and it is hidden. If you want to read, you now have to click to read. Instagram text does not support links. So even if you paste a link in your Instagram description, they can't click it to go anywhere. So it's not designed for text, it's designed for visuals. You showcase stunning property photos, captivating. Now, for real estate, for instance, because that's what we are looking at, you use Instagram to share pictures of properties. Let's say, okay, we have, for instance, we have the Hamilton Bay, for instance. You have stunning photos of that property, of the land. You go to the landmarks. Maybe it's close to ShopRite or it's close to a particular plaza. You take those pictures and take the videos and you do some kind of video about it. Then you talk about the property, talk about the land. It is an Instagram that you can promote that. Why? Because people who live in Instagram, they crave videos and pictures. They don't have time for text. If you want them to actually read something, put it in the picture or put it in your captions as the video is playing. That's so in Instagram utilizes stories and reels also. Stories and reels is also the elements there are also pictures and videos. Then partner with local lifestyle influencers. Now, why I added that is that for property promotion and reaching a wider range. Now, we have influencers. We know who influencers are, right? Celebrities who have built a high or a very big community of followers. People go to their page to view them every time. So if you can partner with an influencer to push your content, or you tell an influencer, if an influencer can like your posts, oh my God, it means everybody in that his or her community will see that your post is liked by this person and they would want to know the post. So they would click. So imagine an influencer has 2 million followers, for instance, and he likes your post. In 20 minutes, about 1 million people will watch your video, just like that. So even influencers, they are very careful to like, because liking your post is like they are dashing you money. Now, if they now go ahead to share your posts, then you're in business. Yes. If you have 1 million people viewing the property, I can assure you by statistics that at least 10 people will call you. And of course, out of 10, not to brag, you could have one sale. And my belief and my philosophy is that, you know, the Bible, Mr. Emma took the word out of my mouth when he said, faith coming by hearing and hearing by the word of God. Now, faith coming by constantly hearing. Now, my belief and philosophy is this. I remember someone reminded me of what I said when I came here, one of the trainings. I said, in as much as there is a lot of benefits, people have benefited a lot from P1 and, you know, people are enjoying P1, there is still a lot to dig. My word was, we have barely scratched the surface, right? I told one PBO this. If you want 150 million, all you need to do is to market a property that will give you 150 million as commission. Is that not so? That is it. So if you are saying, I'm praying that at least if I can sell a property of 2 million, the same energy you are using to pray that prayer, you can also use that energy to wish and pray that I can sell a property of 1 billion. Is it not possible? If you can have a social online platform that is unique, credible, and beautiful, you can attract a clientele that does not, as a clientele on a different level entirely, because you build trust in your platform. But it takes work and it starts from somewhere. So we are still in Instagram. So the next one is YouTube. Now, YouTube, you use YouTube to establish yourself as a thought leader by creating educational content, informative videos, market trends, neighborhood guides. Use Facebook to showcase enterprise with virtual property, tours, and client testimonials. Now, YouTube is basically what? Basically what? Video. YouTube is video, simply put. Now, but the YouTube, you don't use YouTube to sell your property. You use YouTube to teach people. Because if someone wants to view your video in YouTube and you are telling the person about property, what to buy, the person might not bother to spend his time there. Why? Because the person might not be interested in buying property at that time. Use it to teach. I'm going to explain why. Selling a product will only attract people who are willing at that time to buy. But if you have content, videos that brings virtually everyone to your channel, to your YouTube profile, then the day they are willing or in the proper, money-wise to buy, they will remember there is this guy that talks about property. From time to time, this guy always Pwan property and there. Because they always go to your channel to listen to your talks, to your guides, they will remember. They will be looking for the videos, one of the videos that talk about the property in between your teaching, and they will try to contact you. You see it now? So using the platform the right way is key. Let's give a scenario. You have a brand, you sell, let's step out of real estate, being a realtor, for instance. You have a brand, you sell smoothies, you prepare smoothies, different kind of natural juice. Now, how do you promote that kind of business on YouTube? What do you do? Now, someone can say, if I start teaching how to make smoothies, will people buy my product? Of course they will. People enjoy just watching you make the smoothie. If they have the time, they make it themselves. If they don't have the time, they will order from you. So if 50,000 people watch your videos preparing smoothies of different kinds, 5,000 will order for the smoothie. Yes. Because they see you do it real. They're like, okay, this person actually shows us how she does it. So there's this kind of, trust, and at least we see how she does it. The product she's selling, she's doing it online. It's crazy. Someone will say, why will you be revealing that kind of secret? It's not actually a secret because you can go online and see. If a recipe is common and public, you can't monopolize it. You can only leverage YouTube to teach about it, to promote yourself, and to show and tell people who you are. Then you leave the rest to time and chance, which definitely will go for your favor. So YouTube, I'm not saying people do not advertise on YouTube. People do. But look at this. A company will go to YouTube and pay for their product to be advertised. Right? Right? But how does YouTube advertise the product? YouTube looks for channels and videos that have high view and high subscribers to push those adverts there. And they don't just end there. They look for videos that have similar demographic or similar subjects. For instance, a video showing guide on how to make a smoothie may attract adverts that talk about babies, adverts that talk about health products and all that. Why? Because people who are interested in food has a high chance of having need for similar products. Right? So you see, even YouTube would not advertise their product on your video that shows adverts. If you post a video advertising a land, YouTube will not use that video to advertise. They will not post an ad on that because it's already an ad. Rather, they target other type of videos, telling you that they are looking for content that educates, content that gives information, content that... Now, look at this. I said, by creating educational content, informative videos, market trends. Now, market trends is not marketing. Market trends is still informative. Market trend is still informative. That's why I put it there. Then neighborhood guides. Now, if you want to advertise, say, a property close to ShopRite and all that. Now, what do? You can do a video of, say, we want to show you about ShopRite and all the surrounding, everything in ShopRite. We'll take you to Sky Mall, we'll take you to ShopRite, take you to several places in that place. You are doing a video guide. As you're doing that video guide, you can just chip in maybe 5 minutes into the video. And you know, this road studio takes you to what? Exquisite. Exquisite will just appear and whatever. 30 seconds, then you move to what you are doing. You've captured an audience for 5 minutes. You've told them about Exquisite. And you continue your video. You've actually advertised inside your video. You are talking about landscape, you're talking about Aja, you're talking about maybe Shango Tedo. Today I want to post a video. Let's talk about Shango Tedo. When you are moving to Shango Tedo, what are the offices, what are the landmarks, what are the places you can meet? And you're passing ShopRite Road and you say this way leads to Exquisite. In your video content, you put the Exquisite logo, you put the price, whatever contact, and you just continue. And from that point, you can even leave the logo by the side and the name, while you are still teaching about taking a tour guide. Now, psychology. People may not pay attention to what you said, but it will register in what we call their long-term memory. Yes. The day someone is talking about land, I want to buy land. I just look, Exquisite with joy. There is this video. This guy was talking about Exquisite. The person just remembered it instantly. But the person did not take notice of it when he was watching the video. That is how we use it. It's not manipulation, it's just psychology and technology. So we have to learn that. So then, wow, I think, sorry about the title. This is actually LinkedIn. Sorry, it's LinkedIn. LinkedIn is used to establish connection with industry professionals, such as realtors, to cultivate a robust professional network. LinkedIn is used to share industry updates. It's used to engage in discussions and contribute to pertinent LinkedIn groups. Now, LinkedIn is for professionalism. If you want a community that specifically deals with real estate, you can develop your profile on LinkedIn and use it to connect to other LinkedIn profiles that share the same interests, and you discuss. Now, LinkedIn is also like YouTube, but not for videos. It's for texts. You post articles. People who like reading, they go to LinkedIn. Yeah, so you see, people who don't like reading, who like videos, they go to YouTube and what? Instagram. Yeah. So that's the difference. So I'm not going to stay too long. This is an introductory, like I said. So developing a platform-specific strategy. Now, this is where it gets more interesting. Focus on your ideal client's playground. Identify key platforms for your ideal clients and focus efforts there based on your strengths. Tailor your content, formats, and best practices for each platform to optimize engagement. Now, what does this mean? Out of these 4 platforms we have seen, for instance, you ask yourself a question: where do you want to dwell on? If you are good with text and writing, you could leverage LinkedIn. If you are good in graphics and you like using video apps to develop short videos and skits, you can use YouTube. Did I also mention that in YouTube you can also use drama, what we call skits? Yes. You can use that to drive content. How you create your storyline, that's a training for another day because it's also another form of training. So identifying the platform you want to use is very important. Now, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, they are basically one. If you are using Facebook and you're not doing Instagram, you're not doing it right. Then if you are using Facebook, Instagram, and it's not connected to your WhatsApp, then you're not doing it right because 3 of them are actually the same platform. If you have a Facebook page, you should connect the Facebook page to your Instagram profile. You should also connect the Facebook page to your WhatsApp business, not normal WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 2. Yes. If you're a realtor and you have clients who you push content to on WhatsApp, and you don't have a WhatsApp business profile where you can actually create catalogs of your products, then you are not doing it right. People can click on your profile on WhatsApp and they will see products and prices without you posting anything. It's only done on WhatsApp business. So you see, these things are very important. If you want to dwell in Facebook, which means you want to dwell with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, you have to combine the 3. If you want to do YouTube, you can actually do YouTube in isolation. But there's a way we do it. You can create content on YouTube, share the content on your Facebook page. Now, people make the mistake of uploading on YouTube and also uploading on Facebook. Yeah. If you do that, if the person is watching your Facebook, it ends there. Post on YouTube, share the link on Facebook. They will have to click to go to your YouTube. If you want to promote videos on Facebook, Facebook, don't duplicate it. No, don't duplicate it. Because you will strain yourself but if you have an office that runs a media department, of course, you can do that now. You can create a team for Facebook, a team for YouTube, which means if you are developing marketing strategies, the marketing department will have to strategize for YouTube and for Facebook, which means you have 2 fronts. That's double the job, double the work. If you have the capacity, fine, you can do that. So find the right one. Now, the reason why we are not mentioning Twitter or X is because for me, Twitter is a gossip ground. Tweet. Where everybody go and just yeah. Yeah, that's the idea. Tweet, birds. You see birds gather in a tree and they that's the idea behind Twitter. And if you see it, most people don't post original content on Twitter. They only post links. They say something and post a link. You click it, it takes you to Facebook or takes you to Instagram or takes you to YouTube. For example, take Channels TV, for example. All their tweets is a link to their websites and to their YouTube channel. You get it now? So they gather audience from that. So you can add tweets or X to it. But how you do it is you have to be unique. You have to create text content that people can be interested in reading. So choosing the right platform to go into and strategize is really, really very important. Defining your real estate rockstar persona. Now, this is where, if you look at the pictures now, see a lady in a beach on a boat, see a professional guy, you see how do I describe the other picture? Is it Gen Z or a guy, free guy, So I see a professional who wants to feel professional. Then you see someone who is just freestyle. I want to enjoy myself. Now, what am I trying to say here? Create a consistent tone and style for your content that reflects your personality. If you are someone that likes jokes, or let me say pranks, yeah, you can build your content and your community using prank videos. But disclaimer, don't do prank videos that are actually humane and makes sense. Not prank videos that disrespect people and prank videos that show a sense of indecency, because that will not attract serious-minded clients to your what? Community. Did I get that? Did you get that? All right. So your brand or your style is important. For some of us, we are still here and there. We have not identified where we stand and portray that identity to the world. Let me give an instance. If you have a page for business, I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor. So if I'm saying this, I know what I'm saying. If you have a business page, you should not post church content on it. It is business. Jesus Christ said, pray in your closet, not in the public. Pray in your closet. If you want to promote your church, promote it in your profile, not on your business page. Why? If people check you, some people actually take time to, when they see that, okay, this guy is actually posting properties, let me look at this guy. They'll begin to check your profile. They see that in your profile is personal. But what got attracted to them, what attracted them to you was your business page. So they will know, okay, you have a business page and your profile. If they see a sharp difference between the two, do you know what that creates in their mind? This person is a serious-minded business person. Yeah, he's a Christian. I portray Christian things. I invite you to my church. In my profile, fine. He's a Christian. Yes, he shows me he's a Christian. Serious Christian. Every post, everything in their church page, he shares it in his profile. But his business page is strictly business. It shows a kind of thinking, and it attracts some kind of people who are serious-minded business people. There are a lot of Christians who are millionaires who are silent. They don't have time for mediocrity. They don't have time for these people who claim they are Christians, but they don't know what they are doing. And they spot them in a mile and they just avoid them, even in social media. Yes. So you must be very, very careful. For instance, you have a shop. You are a petty trader, or you have a shop. Now, your official time for opening is 8, for instance. Don't come to the shop and open the shop and begin to pray. No, come 7:30, open the shop, enter, close your shop, pray. When you are done praying, open your shop. Because the Bible teaches, like I know in the scripture, you don't advertise your prayers. Your Christianity will not be shown in your Christianity will be shown in your integrity, in your character. Not when people see you praying, no. People should say, no wonder he's a Christian, as in, but his Christianity is different too. I know some of my guys, they go to church, but you see, so they will differentiate. So at Pwan Sterling, we say we are prioritizing what? Excellence. So consistency is important. Very important. Consistency. Choose a platform, choose a style of content, and follow that content. Now, how you develop the content and what you do with the content is a totally different ballgame entirely. So we should have that at the back of our mind. Create content that converts and builds community. Offer valuable information, showcase expertise, leverage high quality visuals. Now, let me emphasize on this, to the last one. Leverage high quality visuals, professional photos, virtual tours, infographics. Now, please and please, quality should not be negotiated for anything. If you don't have a good phone and you want to build a social platform where you can attract customers to actually buy products, please get a good phone that takes good pictures. If you are doing selfie videos, let the selfie videos be sharp. Invest money and buy ring lights. Do videos that are bright and sharp. Don't negotiate quality for anything. Don't downgrade quality. Are we getting that?
Yes.
Please don't do that. It's a no-no in social media platforms. Don't do that. Now, offer valuable information. Of course, that one, we can relate that to YouTube. You can also do video guides and informative videos on Facebook. But we're just, talking about their peculiarities. So this is very important. Create content that converts and build community. What do I mean here? Create content that will bring people back to your profile. One of the primary objectives of having a social media platform is to attract people to your page. Are we together? One of the major things you are trying to do is to attract people to your page, to yourself. If you have a community of people who love you online, you have what we call followers. You have people you are now influencing. Influencing or being an influencer in social media, sorry, I apologize if this statement is going to offend anybody, but being an influencer is not a big deal. Anybody can be an influencer. Now, there is no monopoly to a particular content attracting influence. Any content can attract influence. Any content, good content, as in moral content, immoral content, religious content, any content that is well-tailored, storyline good, clean graphics can influence and bring people together. So that should also be considered. Now, a plan for content success. Brainstorm content ideas aligned with audience and goals. Now, the reason why I said building an online presence it's simple, but it takes hard work. The reason why I say it takes hard work is because you have to be consistent. You have to actually think. Before you do something or post something online, you have to think about it. Brainstorm. You have to think about it. There's nothing like you are being spontaneous. No. Try as much as possible to minimize error. If you are not too fluent in English, please switch to pidgin. If it's pidgin, let it be pidgin. And speak the pidgin well. We all know Shaggy, right?
Yes.
Right? How many of us know Shaggy? Shaggy now, our Shaggy. Have you seen that guy speak English? Eh?
No.
That guy is English. No, as in have you seen him out of his costume, out of his character, speak? I saw a video of him singing. I listened to the video, the 5-minute song. I played it and I was like, no, can this be Shaggy? He was singing, not acting. Suit was singing. As is that, yeah. His mouth was not like that. I actually watched a video of him being interviewed in red carpet. He was clean, cool. His English was sharp. His voice is actually different from his acting voice. When you see him there doing that is a character separate. It's like this person we know, Zobadiah. All of us know Zobadiah. Aha. There's someone similar to Zobadiah, Jennifer. Jennifer's Diary. You see her language, her broken, her scattered language. If you see, so that is her brand. That is her brand. She cultivated it and she used it. So what is your brand? You see it now. She's a politician. She does a lot of things and she does that. So she gathers a community because of that. So what is your brand? You might not be an actor, you might not be a public speaking person, but you can actually create a brand for yourself. But you have to brainstorm, think about it. Develop content calendar for consistent posting. Consistency, I said before. Now, it's difficult to come to your Facebook page and begin to post every day, right? But you can actually plan posts for 1 week and post it on the spot, called scheduling. That's a whole new training on its own. Schedule it. You can schedule for 1 month. And people will like, so people know, even someone who knows that you scheduled it, they will still love the fact that your page always has fresh content all the time. Their phone will be beeping, pum, pum, you have posted, even though it's machine that is doing it for you. So you have to be able to do that. Yes, okay. I'll ask you that. Which means is on your system or your phone? It's on your phone that does that. We want to post. Do you have business on your phone? That's why. If there's no business app on your phone, it doesn't do that. Or if you have not connected your phone to, or if you have not downloaded the latest Facebook. So it does that too. That's AI working for you, suggesting. Another thing I didn't mention in this, my content, is that you can actually leverage the use of AI. AI is everywhere now. WhatsApp has AI, artificial intelligence. WhatsApp called it what? What did WhatsApp call it? Meta AI. Yes. Yes. Now, you have it here right now. Let's do a little practical. Now, just okay, open your phone. This is not part of it, but I just want to show you the potential of what that thing can do for you. Okay, your phone is up. Now, if you have normal WhatsApp, not WhatsApp business, and you're seeing that AI, open it, ask the AI a question like, create a Facebook content to, what do I use now? Okay, type, you can see, advertise this, column, advertise this, column space, you now say, the Hamilton Bay, luxury at its peak, at Monastery Road, so, post. The AI will suggest content for you. Okay, you are there? Okay, just say, create an ad. When you type, create an ad for Hamilton Bay, at Hamilton Bay. Now, Hamilton Bay is a land, right? Hamilton Bay properties. Let's not just for instance, Hamilton Bay properties. Let's just end there. Post it and see what the AI will tell you. The AI will suggest content for you. How to do it. Have you posted? It will suggest a content for you. Then you can edit the content and you can even ask the AI questions on that same content. You can say, convert this ad to a YouTube video. What AI will do for you is AI will narrate how you can create a YouTube video with that ad. So there is a lot. AI is everywhere. So that's a training on its own, another training. So with that being said, I told you this is an introductory, so we're not going to go too deep because if we go too deep, we'll get lost. So, question time. Question and answers. I should be expecting a lot of questions. If you don't have questions, I have questions I can ask you too. Okay, questions, sir.
Video.
You are.
My question is, after gathering all these platforms in one content, one like a Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the other one. Does money involved in this thing?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Then how much does it take for someone to send a content in a day?
Okay, let me if I fine tune that one. Okay, basically what you are asking is money involved in setting up these things, right?
Yes.
The only money involved actually is getting the right tools. Like I said, get the right phone. If possible, get a computer. But you can actually use your phone. Then data.
But what I'm asking,
Your content has had to
I
be
opened a business, website.
okay.
So every day they will send me message say,
Advertise.
if I want to boost my
Boost. Okay.
this thing.
Yeah.
So I follow them bumper to bumper and reach a stage. They said you put
Yeah, of course.
I didn't put
Your card.
my ATM card. And the one they said I should put, I don't have it because all my ATM card are Master's card. And they are not talking about the Visa card.
Credit card.
No, it's Visa.
Visa.
Card.
Okay.
And all my ATM are Master's card. That is where I now stop on the way and just I ignore them. Anytime they put it, I will just click it or something. Yeah, it's a way. That was my card.
All right. That is actually what we call paid advertising. Paid adverts. You go to a radio and you pay them to announce your product. You go to a TV and you pay them to show your video to everybody watching that channel. So on WhatsApp can now advertise, but they will advertise it on Facebook and Instagram. So that is what Facebook is suggesting to you, that you can advertise this post too. You can advertise it. So what's the potential there is, of course, if you want to advertise, you pay for it. But the question is, what do you want to advertise? So the content, how you create your content before you advertise is important. If you want to spend 10,000 for 2 weeks for Facebook to show your content everywhere. Now, Facebook is not guaranteeing you that people will buy. Facebook is only guaranteeing you that people will see your content. What they do after that depends on your content. You see it now. So, of course, you can involve money in marketing, in online platforms. Another question. Okay. Okay, let me go. Sorry, man. I'll come to you. I'll come to you, sir. Let's see.
Okay. Thank you so much for this speech. I want to ask a question. Let me think the religious aspect. If I'm a politician and a realtor, then creating a content that does not capture my identity, focusing on the business. Bearing in mind that my client or my prospect will go to check it out.
Yeah.
And I try to opportunity.
Okay. Okay, as a politician and as a realtor, yeah, you can actually separate them. Yeah, you can separate them. In reality, physically, you can discuss your fellow politicians. You can discuss lands and all that. Online is business. You can separate that. That's the actual. That's why I said you have to be able to separate. You can add. You can have multiple pages. Yeah. So if you want to,
Who I am.
is your profile. Who you are is your profile. Now your page is your business. That's it. It's clear, right? All right. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
My question is to that one. Opening a shop and trading before business.
It's an illustration. Okay, go ahead.
A pastor that teaches, that has business inclination and teaching about business, but how the members at the church can do business and succeed. In this case, if it comes to a platform and put forth his teachings, because I don't any of them.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, he prays before he begins his teaching.
Yeah.
And prays at the same time after his teaching.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you call that?
Okay. Question, sir. All right. His prayer is relevant to his audience, not to himself. His prayer is relevant to the audience, just like we are here. We start by praying, right? We end by praying. Collective prayer, not personal. It's your personal prayer that should. This question is, because I made reference to that, so that's why I'm answering it. Collective prayer is prayed collectively. Private prayer is prayed privately. So when someone comes and is a Christian and he wants to pray before starting, he has an audience. He is praying with the audience. So it's not a secret thing and should not be secret. He's saying, okay, this meeting we want to start. Lord, give me ability to teach. Give my audience ability to listen. They will say amen because they are part of the prayer. It's personal. It's a collective. So that's how it is. So it depends. Like, so it's personal. So, but let's not go to the business because that's religion, and we are talking about social media. Okay, you have a question, Ma, you have a question, right? Okay, sorry.
Okay, that's actually about I have a Facebook page.
Okay.
And have my Instagram, personal and professional,
Wow. Okay.
I discovered that because of my Facebook friends that I have, I was not actually, I don't really post.
Focus on the page.
I feel that I need more people, all those stuff, to see what I'm posting. And that was what actually affected my Instagram professional.
Yeah.
So they link it up with
The profile.
with the Facebook, that's the Meta
Business, yes.
So I'm not really been doing it. So how
do you approach
I
that?
try have to like
Okay. Now, what you do now is, now that you've said it, concentrate on posting content of your business on your page. Once you've done that, go to your profile, like it, share it on your profile status. But the content is originating from your page. So every friend you have on your profile will see it. Each time they click it, it will take them to a different profile that is not showing your name, that is showing a business. Some people will know that this is you too, but it's your business. So let me repeat myself. You have your profile, you have your page. All your communities in your profile, page is scanty. If you want to post a content that has to do with your business, post it on your page. Then there's a way you go back as your profile, like that post, and share it on your profile and share it on your story. So every content you push online originates from your page, but everybody on your friends list see it on your profile. Over time, people will start liking your page, starting with your friends. That is one way. Another way now is you can use paid adverts to promote your page. Do a promotion of 1 month or 2 months just to promote your page, just to get followers. But you need the content that will attract them, and you need the content that will tell them that follow me for more contents. You get it now? So one of the ways is post on your page, share on your profile. That's the way you can do that. Exactly. And okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's something like
Right.
My question is
Similar to her. Okay. Okay, ma.
I have a Facebook page, which is linked to my Instagram,
All right.
but I don't go there because they will always tell me to boost, which no, it's not because I don't have
Yeah.
all the card I have. They say they will not accept. And the person I've met, they have told me to go and open a dormant account, which I've not been able to. What can I do now?
All right. Okay, I have a virtual card, but that's by the way. In order for you to successfully advertise on Facebook, you need to set up your billing accounts. Billing accounts. There's another section of Facebook called billing, where you declare your legal name, your legal address, your country. Once you declare your country, and your country is Nigeria, Facebook does not choose country for you by default. Facebook assumes you are from Nigeria by your IP, but when it comes to money, you have to go there and set it up. Once you choose Nigeria, there is an option during payments. There's an option where you can actually use Nigerian card to pay in Naira. When you set up your billing rights, the money will be showing Naira, and it will give you an option to pay in Naira using Naira card. Because I use my normal card to make payments, my normal Nigerian card to make payments. So you can do that. Alternatively, you don't need a DOM account. All you need to do is to find the right app. I'm not advertising this app. So, no, not Flutterwave. There's an app I use called Cheaper. Yes, I download the app, set it up, VPN, all that. I put money in the wallet. I create a virtual dollar card. Then I transfer the money from the wallet to the dollar card. It funds it. I can now use the dollar credentials to make any purchase. So if they don't accept your Naira card, you can use your dollar card and it will go for Facebook. So you can do that. All right. Okay.
Thank you so much for the class.
Yeah.
Learned a lot.
All right.
Is the differentiation between personal profile Facebook and a Facebook page the reason for why when one posts some flyers on our personal profile page, Facebook sends a warning and says that this it goes against the rules of Facebook. That's the reason why
I want to ask, the warning they send, do they send it like message? Do they send as message?
They would just say your post was removed, something like that.
Oh, your post was removed. You have to dig deep and find out why it was removed. Now, that's another thing that we need to actually sit down and study. Let me answer a question first. Oh, you have an answer?
And they restrict her from
I think what they told me was that the content of the flyer was against their rule.
Yeah, against their rule. Okay, let me ask a question. Does the content have music?
That's normal flyer.
Okay, normal flyer. Is a picture or video? Normal flyer. Wow, okay.
Most times they will tell you to vote against the political. Yes,
But do you know that they will also give you an option to appeal?
yes.
The reason why they give you an opportunity to appeal is because the selection is not done by human being. It's done by artificial intelligence, a program. So the program might see something and just flags it. But if you appeal, they will now take it up. The staff of Facebook will now take it up and investigate and say, okay, this is actually, they will now, I don't want to use a technical word, they will now reprogram, or they will now suggest to the AI that this content should be allowed. So going forward, if that content actually does not contravene with their policies and their community rules, going forward, they will no longer block it, but you have to act. They give an option. So if you appeal, a human will now review it. If you actually are violating, they will now give you a report. And even sometimes they will send you a picture and circle and indicate in the flyer where you are faulting.
I need to try deeper because I used to think that it will cure maybe a blocking of my Facebook account or something like that. So when they just give me that,
no, if they give you option to appeal, you appeal. There is no it's like saying, you did your best in an exam and someone failed you, and the person is given an option to appeal and say, contest the results. You contest the results.
I shouldn't do that. I would say, why? You must answer me now. Why did you?
Oh, they will say you shouldn't appeal.
No, I think when they said don't post this kind of
Yes.
things against the community, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'll say why.
Yeah. Respond. Exactly. So, but you know the reason why I said, how did you get the message? Because I have an experience with one of my colleagues here. He has a page. He started posting. People started sending message, or rather, in quotes, they claim their Facebook. Started sending private message saying, your account is in violation with this. You'll go here and do this. We'll now put a link. It's scam. It's scam. Facebook will never send you a message. It will come as notification in the settings or somewhere, not in the message. Facebook has a different messaging center for that you communicate with them privately, not on your messaging board. No, not on board messaging. Any other question? Now, we want to introduce something interesting. So, as all of you came this morning, you registered your name and number, right? Good. We want to start, or rather, I want to start it. I will create a page containing series of questions based on today's session that will send it to everyone here. A link, you will go to that page, answer questions based on what you've learned in this session today, right? So sometime today, not immediately. The reason is this. We are not just taking the time out to teach and train and you just go like that. You should be able to, brainstorm your brain and say, can I remember? Can I remember? If you can't online, there are questions online. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot that we have online audience too. Okay, yeah. So if you're online and you're watching us on YouTube, on Zoom, you can send a chat. Send us your number and your name so that we can send you the link. I think starting from next week, we should be able to have it ready so that right here, right now, you can answer the questions. The reason is this. If you answer questions from training, it will help you to remember. It will help you to engage. And it's also going to curb us in ensuring that the value we are trying to place is appreciated. And knowing our able MD, I am very sure that somehow, somebody will get home with something. But I'm not saying, but if you answer consistently and okay, this person is always answering, so there should be a reward. Aside from you personally having a personal achievement that you are okay with what you are learning. So we want to introduce that so that we can follow up. And the questions, this link is still on. So you can send your questions on this link. I'll just leave it on. In case you have any question you want to ask, you can send it. You can also send your question on our WhatsApp platforms. You can actually send questions there. You can answer it, right? You have our numbers, right? Oh no, you're not in Sterling platform. No. Well, since your numbers are there, we will send you an invite link, and we'll resend an invite link to everyone here every time you come. So in case you're not in that group, you can join the group and you can interact with us there also. You can also go to the YouTube channel or the Facebook, the video, you can ask your question on the video and we'll answer you right there. So that's, you see, you can also interact online. So any other question? It's on MD comment. Excuse me. Aha, yes. They just reminded me. Now, one other thing is the questions we're going to be posting, there's what we call certification. That's to say, maybe at the end of 2 months or at the end of, let's say we are going to be having this training consecutively until we are able to cover deep grounds on Facebook, on the social media. Now, at the end of the trainings, all the questions being asked on that particular subject, your performance will determine if you will get a certificate of proficiency that, okay, this person is trained on social media marketing, something like that. How does that sound?
Awesome. Great.
Right? From P1 Sterling. Yeah, of course, it's not. So I'm saying we'll have this series a couple of times. So at some point, we'll have a milestone. So, okay, we have covered this particular area. Maybe, for example, this is an introductory. We'll now have a couple of sittings where we'll discuss, let's say, Facebook, how to set up a Facebook business page, how to link it to Instagram, WhatsApp, all those. After all those things, each time will come, we have questions you answer online. So answering all those questions, your result can actually give you a certificate of attendance for that particular subject, right? Now, for those of us who have Instagram, who have LinkedIn profiles, that is very valuable. You can actually post it and say, I am social media proficient. And when people are seeing your profile, they will know that no wonder your content just changed, your strategy just changed. You have been training. And excuse me, people appreciate you more when they know that you are learning and you can show evidence of the learning. So that is what we are willing to offer in this. Any other question? Mr. Emmanuel, are you going to? Please, you can. I think I'm done with today. You want to ask a question? Oh, you want to say something? All right.
In fact, just I'm so happy with this.
What
Just like I said earlier on, I was talking about training. When people
Yeah, it
have
seems like you want to create something really
attended
perfect.
classes,
However,
not most, not
I
quite,
need more
on
clarity
social
on
media.
what you want to create. You see, it's engaging you
And
now
I'm telling one of my colleagues,
because your question was
he
not
said she was
clear.
not here, but the people
So,
that attended, but today is the first time, you know,
when we are done, I will
it's
show you something.
but we better understanding.
Mhm.
And I want to appreciate the people telling. They are really giving us back to back. In fact, value for what we came here for. And I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any other question or anybody wants something to say? This is just a one-off. It's not a one-off, sorry. It's an introductory. So we're going to be having them not serially, but maybe after next week. No, it's a calendar. It's a lot. We have a lot to cover. So, Mr. Emmanuel, back to you. Okay. I've come. Okay, go. Okay.